Sunday night, pit in your stomach. Not because the job is terrible, because you can't remember the last time it actually felt like yours. The salary is good, the title's fine, you're stable, and somehow that's the problem. Today I'm showing you why the golden handcuffs, the good money, the pension, the benefits are actually the most dangerous place a dad can be in 2026. I've got a skill insurance framework for you. How to protect your professional identity and build something real without touching your current paycheck. And in section 1, I'm running you through 3 questions. Most high earners fail at least 2. Here's what well-paid jobs are designed to do. Keep you comfortable enough not to leave. And it works because you've got a mortgage, you've got kids, you've got a life that's built around a number that hits your account on the 25th. So you stay. Every year you stay. The handcuffs get a little tighter and a little more golden. But here's the question nobody asks. What's happening to your skills while you're sitting still? Let's find out. Quick one before we keep going. If you're not sure which of your skills actually energize you versus the ones you're just good at, the Business Fit Blueprint in the description will help you sort that out in 45 minutes. It's free. Grab it. Section 1, the slow erosion. 3 questions. Be honest. 1. Could you walk out of your job tomorrow and sell your skills directly to someone who'd pay for them? Not through a recruiter, not through a job board, just you. Person to person. Is this thing you're best at inside your company something the outside world actually needs? Or does it only make sense inside that one building with those systems, with that org chart? 3. When did you last learn something at work that actually stretched you? If you're hesitating on any of those, that's the slow erosion. It's happening quietly while the salary kept arriving on time. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A high salary isn't career security. Real security is the ability to generate income without needing someone else to sign off on it. The day your company restructures, gets acquired, or decides your role no longer fits, your job title disappears. And if your skills only make sense inside that building, they go with it. You don't have a career, you have a dependency. The longer the salary keeps coming, the easier it is to confuse the two. And the way out isn't to quit, it's to do one specific thing first. Section 2, the golden handcuffs myth. You don't have to leave. Not yet. Maybe not ever if you do this right. What you need is what I call an identity runway. A way to keep the salary coming in while you prove to yourself first that your skills have a life outside that building. Here's the target, 5 hours a week. Not to make money, not yet. Just to do the actual work you're good at for someone outside the company and feel it land. Why does this matter? Because after years in the same role, most dads carry a quiet voice in the back of their head. It says, I'm only good here. I couldn't do this anywhere else. That voice is a liar, but you can't argue it away. You have to prove it wrong. 5 hours a week builds that proof. I call it the parallel project. You're running your skill in a new environment, low stakes, no office politics, no boss. Just to remind your brain what it's actually capable of. One day I worked with managed projects for a construction company. 15 years, tens of millions of pounds. He thought he was ordinary. Then he spent 5 hours helping a small local builder set up a weekly tracking system. The builder said it was the clearest thing anyone had ever made for him. He'd been working in chaos for 6 years. That was the moment the shift happened. Not when he quit, when he realized the outside world needed what felt obvious to him. That's what section 3 unlocks. Here's the framework, and it starts with the most boring part of your job. Think about the thing you do at work that feels automatic. The thing you could do in your sleep. The thing junior people ask you about, and you think, why does nobody else get this? That thing, that's the gold. I call it the unsexy problem filter. What's boring and obvious to you is often impossible and urgent for someone else. Project management feels ordinary if you've done it at scale for 15 years. But a local business owner juggling 3 jobs, 4 staff, and a cash flow problem, that's their whole world on fire. You walk in, you sort it in a week. To them, you're the answer to a problem they've had for years. HR feels like admin if you're building processes since 2010. But a startup that just hired a third person and has no idea how to onboard anyone, they're drowning. You've solved that problem 100 times. Financial reporting feels routine if you do it quarterly for a large company. But a self-employed tradesman who doesn't know if he's actually making money, you'd change his life in an afternoon. Here's the exercise. Write down 3 things in your current job that feel too obvious to be valuable. Then ask one question about each. Which type of person outside my company would find this possible? The overlap, what's boring to you and impossible to them, is where the skill insurance lives. And here's why this is different from anything you've tried before. You're not learning something new. You're not picking up a course or chasing a trend. You're finally pointing what you've already spent years mastering at a problem someone will actually pay to have solved. Your move this week. Find the boring thing. Write down 3 tasks in your current role that feel too obvious to mention on a CV. Then ask yourself, who outside this building would find that possible? That's your parallel project. That's where the skill insurance starts. Once you found the skill, the next step is turning it into something people will actually pay for. And that means knowing what to charge. Because most dads either undersell themselves for years or burn out trying to work at the wrong price. I broke the whole thing down in this video right here. Click it next. Your future self and your kids will thank you.